Hello, good evening from here. My name is Paul, and you're welcome to Opinion Sharers. And I want to congratulate the Nigerian youths, first of all, for doing what they are doing. This is something that people like me probably thought would not happen in our lifetime. But, fortunately for us, we are witnessing it. And even though I'm not in Nigeria right now, I am excited. I saw a video earlier whereby the protesters were showing love to a particular police officer who was at the checking point or the what do you call it? Traffic official. I was almost moved to tears that these guys are doing such a wonderful job. I was thinking that we are going to fail our generation, but these guys have actually proven me wrong. Okay, because I've criticized them, the Nigerian youth, for a while now, but eventually they've decided to do what they ought to do, and that is to fight for what is theirs, and that is Nigeria. And so with me this evening, I have Oluwatosin. He will be sharing with us on the updates that is happening in Nigeria regarding this protest. Oluwatosin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. So I want you to please take us through the matter arising, what is actually happening in Nigeria, maybe since yesterday to and today, which is I'm talking about Tuesday and Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Uh
No, no,
Today,
not Tuesday. It's Wednesday and Thursday, rather.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, is the ninth day of the NSAS protest, and the energy has been massive, even though there's been some hoodlums attack, some thuggery attack on protesters. But as they are attacking protesters, in the next few hours, protesters are regrouping again and they are forming group and the protest continues. Uh, what has happened yesterday and today we have seen yesterday there was a thuggery attack on protesters in Abuja and today also both Abuja and Lagos protesters have witnessed attack by hoodlums. Some people have allegedly said they are government-sponsored thuggeries. Some media houses have called out the governor of Lagos State. They have called out the Lagos State Speaker of the House of Representatives in Lagos State, Obasa. They have called out the chairman of NURTW, MC Oluomo, that these are the people that knows about the attack and all of them have come out to deny the attack on protesters. We Today being the ninth day of this protest of this magnitude, I want to tell viewers that such protests have never happened in Nigeria recently, and to gather such momentum globally. And today being the ninth day, there's not been any record of protesters vandalizing anybody's property or damaging anybody's things. You will wonder the kind of synergy that the protesters have, the kind of animosity that they have. No one has recorded being robbed in the course of protest or items stolen. Instead, young Nigerians have demonstrated love towards one another. They have demonstrated love towards even the police, the law enforcement guy that are brutalizing them. Yesterday in Abuja, the hoodlums that come to attack protesters, the protesters overran them. The protesters attacked them back and overran them. After they injure them, they call ambulance and take them to the hospital. this protest is such an organized one that the government, I'm sure by now, they are scared. They are very, very scared because this protest has gained such momentum that they never felt it can. If they had known this protest will last this long, they will have engaged the protesters from the first day. You will recall that when this protest started on the first day, protesters in Lagos demand to speak with the governor, but the governor was not available. The protesters in Abuja demand to speak with IG of police. They say IG is not available. Now, that time they felt these people will just protest for some days and they will get tired. Not be Nigerian youth, lazy youth. But to their surprise, people have been on the street and the energy have been the same thing. Now they knows that these guys are up to something. Now those people we demand to see that time that are not available. They are the one out begging us to come and talk with them. Now we are the one not available. So in the ninth day of the protest so far, we must give kudos to Nigerian youth. They have tried so much. Shout out to every Nigerian youth that participated in this well-organized, peaceful protest. People have been having a protest like they're having carnival. Come out, eat, dance, hang out with friends, connect with people of like minds. We have never seen Nigerian youth in this manner for decades, and I'm sure everyone is excited about what is happening now, except for foolish Buhari that are loyal to an incompetent government, except for those that the livelihood of their fathers are about to be taken away from them. Those are the ones that are sorrow, and their sorrow will not end because their sorrow has just begin. Because this protest will continue until our voice is heard, until there's a major change. Nothing will stop people from protesting. And another update today is that the army has banned the federal authority in Abuja has banned protests in Abuja, claiming that COVID we spread because of the protests. But people are quick to remind them that you had election in Edo and you have mega campaign and all that. You were not thinking of COVID. You had election in Ondo, you have mega campaign, mega rally, and people go out to vote. You never thought of COVID. Now you are talking about COVID. The good thing is, an idea nobody can kill. This idea that is on ground, nobody can kill it. This is an idea of hungry Nigerians, of people that have been deprived of their livelihood. I know some people that they cannot go out, even though they are Nigerians. If they want to go out, people are living like prisoners in their home country. And people that are working legitimacy, not that but because the SARS guy cannot just understand what it meant for you to be working from home. They don't know that from your phone, from your laptop, with connection to internet, you can be making money. You can be trading and be making profits. They don't know that. So they harass everybody.
Wait. Now you talked about the internet. I learned that some people were sharing some messages earlier today, and somebody shared it in a group that I belong. That the Nigerian government is trying to, switch off the internet so that the protesters will not have access to information from around the world, and so that those of us who are out of Nigeria will not know what is happening. How true is this
Yeah,
rumor?
it's really rumor. I maybe they are trying to do that, but the news, I first saw it on Guardian Online, and some other media houses have shared that too, allegedly. And we cannot trust the Nigerian government to. We cannot trust them that they will not do that. We must understand that the people we are engaging, your oppressors will not just set you free or let you go. You are the one that will go and ask from them that you demand to be set free, like the Nigerian youth are doing now. So they will not also want to set you free easily. So that is what we are doing. So the Nigerian government now, they don't have a think tank. They don't have people that can think for them, that they can galvanize through this.
I disagree with you that they do not have people who can think for them. I think that Nigerians are brilliant. There are a lot of them who are also, some of them who are also in this government. You know, I think I don't
Like,
really understand. Like the vice president, for instance, is a professor of law, and I think he's a
and he's
brilliant
been
person.
thinking for them in the last 5 to 6 years now.
Well, you see, what is
Is he
happening
allowed
is
to exercise? One thing is to have the brain, another thing is to exercise it. One thing is to have
true.
application on your mobile, another thing is to use the application.
Yes, I think that is where the issue is. It's the fact, and that's why even though I do not believe in the theory that Buhari is not the one in office, but I also believe that Buhari is like maybe incapacitated, and so this government is being run by some people which we don't really, because I used to believe that Abba Kyari was in charge of the country. But then after Abba Kyari had died, we don't know who is in charge now that is controlling and running the country. And unfortunately, they are running the country to the ground. All right. Now, I
Buhari
am
is
wishing.
not incapacitated. He's
Okay.
just a figurehead, head of state. He's
And
not
so if
incapacitated. He
he
knows
is,
what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Except we want to
uh,
deceive ourselves. He knows what he's doing. Nobody is running the government for him.
okay, and I'm
Nobody
not
is.
trying to defend. I'm not trying to defend Buhari. I'm just trying to say that it's like okay, if he is the one that's running the country, then he doesn't know what he's doing. Obviously.
Obviously, he doesn't know what he's doing. Nobody is running the government for him. Except we. That's the argument people are putting up in town to kind of shield him or to help him to find a defense. The people are running the government for him. This is what people said in the days of Jonathan. Jonathan is not corrupt, but people that work with him are corrupt. This is what people said. Forgetting that the boss talk at the table of the president. If he's not capable, he should resign and let some people that are capable take up the position. The vice president is there. The Senate president is there. That is why they are there to help him. So if the president is an introvert, not speaking, for how many days now protesters are protesting? He only came up with a 1 minute 30 seconds video, and he was reading through the paper and
No,
whatever jargon they have written
he
for him.
don't. He doesn't want to have COVID. That's why he didn't come to speak to Nigerians. Anyway, viewers, thank you for tuning in. Please do share this video, and then you can also contribute your own question or contributions, however you want to have it. If you have a question, please throw it in. If you have contribution, you can also type it in the comment sections. I can vividly see it. Now there's something that I saw that's a little bit that kind of worried me a little bit, and that is the fact that I've seen hoodlums carrying sticks, knives. I saw some yesterday. I saw many of them later this evening. I mean earlier this evening that they were breaking vehicles and were attacking protesters. where are these people coming from? Are they not Nigerians? And these are very young people that I saw. Some of them are probably 16, 17, 18 years and 21 years old, thereabout. And there was a particular guy's photo that was being circulated on the internet. Is it Agada or something they call his name? Some people
I
have
don't know.
even traced, they traced him to his
Facebook.
Facebook. So, what do you think about these counter protesters or attackers of peaceful protesters?
I was live yesterday at about this time. One of the things I spoke about is that we are not only protesting police brutality. This morning I had a post that we should make our demands to be more. We should move forward. We have been on end police, end SWAT, end police brutality in the last days. It is time to move it forward. We should start asking for more. You see, those that they brought to counter protesters, they are one of the reasons we are protesting. That is the vacuum that has been the society. A child that is not born into a family doesn't have the parental love. Maybe Olosho kan lo bi to kan that just dump him somewhere and he grew up in the streets, does not have the love of the family, does not even know if he had family or no. And they are being groomed by one Baba Saleh. So that Baba Saleh can just call them, oh yeah, we have to go attack some people somewhere. They want to So because this is the person they see as a father figure, they will have to obey him and carry out whatever he said. So
Yeah, but these are not
the
people who are from the same home. These are not people who could have been from the same home because it happened in Abuja previously, and then now it's happened in Lagos.
And I didn't say they come from the same home. I say they
Yeah,
are
you are giving the
hoodlums.
analogy of one Baba calling them and saying, "Come and do this."
Baba Saleh, one Baba Saleh, because the media houses, they allegedly call out the name of one Baba Saleh in Agege that organized, that the people contacted, that the government contacted to organize those boys. Allegedly. You get my point now. So that is the person I'm referring to. In Abuja, in Lagos, in every known and kind of Nigeria, there is one Baba Saleh somewhere that has boys that anytime there is biggie, you will just, oh yeah, let's go. Because the society, because government has failed those kids, because they are not brought up well, because many sectors in Nigeria are not fixed, especially the educational sector is not fixed. So a lot of thugs are out there. They don't have anything to do. A lot of criminals, apart from thugs and criminals, just go outside in the night to the market square. You will see kids, 8, 9, under 10 years, sleeping outside. Now, who will those kids grow up to be tomorrow? Those are the ones that will become these hooligans, these thuggeries tomorrow. So these are part of the things we are protesting for, that the society should be fixed, that the government must stand up to its responsibilities and let things start working. Not only police brutality is just one of the many things that need to be protected against in Nigeria.
But the fact that these protesters don't even have a leader or a centralized kind of leader, so it makes it even difficult to, maybe I'm just thinking, to articulate their demands actually. Now, as per the protesters or the hoodlums in Lagos, I learned that Governor Sanwo-Olu already came out to declare that he is not aware, he has no hand
Nobody
in
will
those things.
say No, but I don't
And
know. Or better son Jeshu.
Dr. Ezekwesili called out the Speaker of Lagos State. He also came to Twitter to deny it and say, no, it's not me. Oh. And I recently saw the video where Oluomo was swearing and saying, yeah, so Oluomo is also saying that he does not have a hand in what is happening in the hoodlums attack. And you know what I'm loving about this particular one is the fact that these people are now scared of Nigerians. They are scared of these youths that, oh, no, it's not me. Oh, see, if somebody, even if they are the ones that is behind it, let's assume that Lagos State governor or government is behind these attacks, all right, and the old governor is beginning to say, no, it is not me. Oh, it means that they are beginning to see the need to be scared of the people. All right, they are beginning to see the importance, the place of the people in the society. I saw even one of these Enugu governor was calling out one ex or retired or maybe this sacked CP that is going to face the music for being the leader of the SARS in the state, and that has manhandled some people. They are coming out now to confess by themselves. Can you imagine that? you know and I learned that even though maybe some of these northern governors are saying we don't mind, because I've seen a few protesters also who are saying that they are not against SARS and all of those things. But I also learned that some of the southern governors are saying we don't want them, we don't want SARS. So this is powerful. Honestly, I've seen many pastors who are personally work with people on the street. I've seen those ones like Pastor Sam is it
Yemi.
Adeshina or Adeyemi?
Adeyemi.
Sorry, yeah,
That's
Pastor
our
Sam
pastor.
that is our
Our
pastor.
official NSAS pastor.
Honestly,
On
if I
Sunday,
was if I
on
was
the
in
protest
Nigeria
ground.
now, I will start going to his church. Honestly, so I think it is beautiful. I wrote about 2 or 3 days ago that this is perhaps the best time to be a Nigerian, and I'm very proud of those guys. I learned that it was on the news. Punch reported that 77 million these people are given account on the street and say we have raised so amount. So what do you have to say about this one?
Yeah, the that is why I want to come in when you said the protest does not have leaders. The protest as leaders, they are just working from underground because they understand the government of the day, that is anti-people's government that hate protests. The last year, Showore said he want to lead the protest. Before the date, they picked him up. So if the protest has not lasted for 2 weeks and is gathering 70 million, that means some people are coordinating some things. Who is giving the report? Whose account that money is coming to? Why are the people bringing that money? See, this protest is well coordinated. After each day, when they serve people food and take away, before they leave the protest ground, they pack everything. They clean everything in nylon. They have black plastic. They wrap it up
Waste
and
bag.
put it aside. Yeah, waste bag,
Wow.
and put it aside. And they are taking picture. They are taking records. Today in Abuja, the protester hired drone that is covering the protest before government will say they destroy anything. These people are well coordinated. So if they don't have leader, they will not be this coordinated. When there was a xenophobia attack in South Africa and some Nigerian protests against that in Nigeria, that time they don't have leader. They begin to vandalize ShopRite. They begin to loot their things. But this time around, because they have leaders, but working from underground, there has not been any record of robbery or stealing from the protest ground. People have been showing themselves love. The kind of love they are showing themselves now, you will not believe that Nigeria can love themselves that way. So we sure have leaders. We sure have leaders of this protest. Maybe they just choose to walk underground. However they have chosen to walk, I am loving it. And I know that when the time comes in their game plan, they will also review themselves and come forward. And if we say they don't have leader also, we should not forget the effort of our Shege Links. Is it Shege Link or Sega Links?
Shega Link.
Yeah, Shega Links. This is one of the leader of protest. He has been a voice to end SARS for more than 2 years now in Nigeria. Every SARS
But he doesn't present himself, because I still check his Twitter. I think earlier today, he doesn't present himself as a leader of the protest. In fact, he was 2 days ago. He was saying that they should allow police to work, because there was a video of some vehicle vandalization at night where somebody was on top of the building, and they captured some hoodlums breaking vehicles in Ebute Metta. Meanwhile, that has always been something that happened regularly in Ebute Metta. You just wake up in the morning. When I used to live in Ebute Metta, you'd be going to work, and then you just meet vehicles have been broken all over the street. So people were saying that this is a normal thing in Ebute Metta. It's not because of the protest that is happening. Anyway, let's move forward from that. I want to see more articulated grievances, because the level of attention that this has garnered, you cannot believe it. The amount of celebrities around the world, and heads of businesses that are actually interested in this, you will never can imagine that Nigeria is so important or so popular. And I want to believe that there's so much that we should expect from this generation in terms of what the internet can do. So I want to briefly ask you about the activities of Jack, the CEO of Twitter. I found out that Aisha's Twitter has been verified, and I learned that there are also some other ladies whose Twitter handle has been verified. Let me have your opinion.
Yeah, all the ladies, all the women that are leading the protests, all their account on Twitter has been verified. And also the ladies that are speaking against the protest, their account is blocked. That is a anti-Kemi. Although I think it's been reopened again. The protest, the fact that this protest is well organized and the message is very strong, and the protesters are not misbehaving. Even when they had the Black Lives Matter protests in the US, protesters are misbehaving, looting shops, looting supermarkets, stealing and all that, setting people's business on fire. But the fact that this protest in Nigeria, ordinarily people cannot believe that black people can just organize a protest in Africa and they just compose themselves this way. They are not killing themselves. They are not killing even the police that are killing them.
No, talk that one. Is it today that we've been organizing protests? Protest has been part of Nigeria or Africans' independence and democracy.
Yeah, you are right. Even after the June 12th, there was a protest, but we have not had it this way. This is protest in democracy. When you protest in the days of military, there's some restriction that even you in yourself, you'll be feeling that don't let me go that way. But in democracy, we have rights, we can protest now. So that's how people can do and undo. But in this regard, people have seen a well-coordinated Nigerian youth. That is why you see those head of businesses and global celebrity coming to identify with protesters in Nigeria, because they see that these people knows what they are doing. these people knows their demand. These people should have spoken before now, and that they are speaking now is never too late. But even now that they are speaking, they know what they are doing. On the 1st of October, there should be a protest of Oduduwa Republic and Revolution. But those protests really, it happens, but really didn't get the momentum we think they will get. Now, who would have believed that this 2020, even with the corona we have dealt with and all our lives are is shut down partially, who would have believed that this year we will still have reason to be happy as a Nigerian? Who would have believed that such protests can still happen and people are holding their government to be accountable for what they have voted them for? Who would have believed that? So the way we have come ourselves as Nigerians, as protesters, has make people to be able to be identified with us, because they see the maturity, they see that we are not just blabbing, we have a message and we are passing that through, we are passing the message to the people that should listen. And even when they try to deceive us and say, okay, we answer, then we dispatch them. No, we didn't stop the protest. Even when they say, okay, we change their name now, they are now SWAT, we didn't stop the protest. So a right-thinking person will know that these people, they are determined. Consistency is there. You cannot just cajole them with, they say, okay, now stop crying, take puff. No, stop crying. Okay, this is biscuit, take biscuit. No, we must head, because the demand is not only for SARS or for SWAT or for police brutality. The demand is more. The amount of rice was 8,000 before. Now it's 32,000.
I saw one of those places where protesters were being waylaid by touts or hoodlums, and then there were policemen who with their guns standing by, and they didn't do anything, And I think this is very bad. But I also saw Nigerian youths who went and visit one of the policemen who were standing, passing vehicles. I learned the guy was initially scared, but then when he found out that this guy has come to show me love, he was happy extremely. In fact, seeing that almost brought tears to my eyes. I was really, I love that. They brought him food, they gave him drink, they hugged him, they were dancing with him. It was wow. I can't believe that this generation is actually pulling that.
Some people will not pray this protest hand. People, before, when you are strolling on your status or on your Facebook wall or your Facebook timeline, you will see people say, I'm bored. These days, I've not seen anybody in the last 5 days say, I'm bored. People are not bored again. If you are bored, shower, go outside, go and protest. When you get there, Naira Marley is playing. In the afternoon, they share food. In the night, there's activity. Some people are sleeping on the on the ground there. So people,
let's do a little bit of trace back. Let's see what actually led to this protest. All right, because there is no. I'm trying to remember an adage. There's an adage in Yoruba that say "Iromiromi tonjo." There's something that's the person that. So yeah, I'm sorry for those who did not understand Yoruba. It means that when you see I don't know the Iromiromi in English, okay? So when it's dancing on the river, Yorubas say that the person that is beating the drum for it is under the water. So let's trace back, all right, and see how this actually started. Now, before this time, people have been speaking, all right. There have been Biafra people saying they want to go, and suddenly we began to see people saying they want Oduduwa Republic, and then Sowore also talked about revolution now. You know, he did the 1 year anniversary and protested on October 1. You know, now 2 or 3 days later, Baba Adeboye said Nigeria better restructure or should be might be at the risk of breaking up. And then Professor Oshibado also said something like in that line. So I think this series of activities might be leading to what we are seeing today in terms of consciousness, in terms of people participation, and all of those things. Then we cannot also overemphasize the importance or the place of different tweets by Pastor Sam. What do you think about all these things in terms of the genesis of what we are seeing now?
Yeah, you have a very good rundown of events there. Now, I don't know if I was I was chatting with. I was telling somebody that the fact that Baba Adeboye said it, there's now a particular level of awakening in the mind of his followers, even those that were not thinking in that direction before. And I was just saying it about some days ago, and this is coming up now. So only a fool will think Nigeria is going in the right direction since 2015. On every chart, Nigeria has been dropping down. Only borrowing, we are rising up. On every other chart, Nigeria has been dropping. Everything has been going bad for us as a country, as a people. Things are not working. When people put money in business, they either get scammed or the business doesn't work well. They lost money, they lost everything. So what we are seeing today is as a result of people's frustration. A lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are hungry. There's a lot of frustration in town. Kids finish school, they don't have jobs. Some people just pass out NYSC today. They don't even know what to do. Some of them are selling wig, selling clothes, selling shoes already. Those of them that are SU in school, that are mommy in fellowship, they are now selling wig. Some of them that are best students, best graduating students, if you check their WhatsApp status now, they are selling okirika. The government does not have plan for anybody. Only they have plan for themselves. Money to cut their hair, money to fix their nails, money to shave their beards, money to buy fura de no. This is what they care about. So there is a lot of frustration and a very little number of people that are with their conscience, like us, that we are talking about it, series of posting, calling for people to get their mind together, asking people to start asking questions from their leaders. So I said before, I said, so we continue to say it. Monkey see, monkey do. As we are saying it, some people see us, we are saying it. They are saying it from us also. They are hearing it. It gets to their heart, we should be asking questions. Before Baba Adeboye will come out to say what he said, you should know he had it up till here. Before the vice president will be talking against his own government, you should know they have had it up till here. Because they had plan of things that should be done. But the docile guy there is just enjoying his retirement, you know. He just think Aso Rock is the retirement home, senior citizens home. He's just enjoying, he wearing designer. You will see, there is protest now. People are hungry and all. If you see his pictures, he's been meeting people, shaking them, giving elbow. I say, this guy, you don't know what you are into. You don't know what you are in for. You see that you posted that video when they are cutting the log of wood, blocking his hair. They have cut it in the picture. I hope it will be cut also in real life, so that I can listen to people and start engaging the youth. The youth that are on the street, they need nothing but for you to engage them. Engage them and let them see that you really mean business. Engage them, talk to them, and start making plans on fixing things. Kids are not going to school. ASU strike is there. Though I learned that today ASU has cut off their strike and they resume now. So ASU strike is there. They are not going to school. Those that finish school, they don't have jobs. They don't have anywhere going. And they think the protest will end so soon. They need to think again. People are coming to the protest ground to eat and are enjoying themselves.
Let me quickly try to show something from Twitter. If I will be able to do it, I want to share my screen to see if this is possible. There's something that I'm seeing in Twitter that I would like to share. Okay. So this is. Can you see my screen?
Roadworthy stations are on. Catch this cruise. Do you know that the Human Rights Commission is actually charged with the responsibility of handling cases of human rights violation and ensuring prosecution of offenders? Now, this is the same Human Rights Commission that the federal government has asked to set up another panel to perform its functions. Okay. Do you also know that the Human Rights Commission has remained without a governing council since 2015, and by law with...
I want people to hear what FAS is saying.
Do you know that the Human Rights Commission is actually charged with the responsibility of handling cases of human rights violation and ensuring prosecution of offenders? Now, this is the same Human Rights Commission that the federal government has asked to set up another panel to perform its functions. Okay. Do you also know that the Human Rights Commission has remained without a governing council since 2015? And by law, without this governing council, the Human Rights Commission cannot perform its functions. Is it that they don't know or they don't care about our human rights? Catch another cruise. Do you know that there's something called the Police Trust Fund? In this Police Trust Fund, 0.5% of the total money in the Federation account is meant to go to that trust fund. 0.05 of the total net profit of all companies operating business in Nigeria. You know how much that is. That money is meant to go into the Police Trust Fund. There's a long list of some other things that are meant to go into the Police Trust Fund. Where is the Police Trust Fund? They are not being paid well. Their cars are not roadworthy. Police stations are completed buildings. Police have to convert exhibits for their personal use in the office. It's disgraceful, the state of the police right now. We have to start holding people accountable. That is the only way we will be able to move forward.
I hope you see that. I also want to show this. You see that in Nigeria, NSAS is trending, NSWAT is followed, and then NSWAT in Nigeria. Anyway, this is what is happening in the country, and you can see what this guy is saying fast, that there's been a huge corruption that has been happening from didn't start with Buhari, that has been happening in Nigeria with the police. And so they have reduced the Nigerian police to nothing. So they reduced them to, semi-criminals. Because if you are hungry, you want to also live life. You want to also live well. And that's why they are taking out their frustration on the Nigerian youth who looks good, or who can afford to use a iPhone, or when you carry laptop, they think you have committed a crime to bear laptops, knowing how much they sell it in the market. But the truth is that laptop today, I believe that an average university student should have a laptop. At least. What are you studying these days that you will not need a laptop? And then you now carry it in your bag, and then police will harass you because of that. It is ridiculous, actually. Anyway, let's hope that things get better. You have something to say before we shut it down today?
Yeah, what Sachs Faris talk about is very disheartening, especially about the police trust fund. One of the problem we have in Nigeria is laws are there, but implementing it is the problem. Laws are there, and we just have weak set of people in power to implement the law. Laws are there already. The laws, some of them are not good, some of them are not that competent, but some laws are there that can make our life 50% easier than what we have now. But because we have a bunch of incompetent people in power, people that doesn't even know their right from their left, people that they just help to open Twitter when they are running for presidency, because we have them in power, and because they don't want those that knows it to come on board to do it. Because even if you are the president and you don't know it, you can hire people that knows it. That is why you are the president. You can hire. As a matter of fact, you cannot know everything, but because resources are there, you can hire people that knows it, experts, and they will make things happen. Imagine if 5% of all the profit of all the company in Nigeria is going to police trust fund. Criminality will not be the order of the day. Insecurity will not be the order of the day. They can buy for them. They can buy a lot of machineries for themselves. They can train their cadets. They can give their cadets good training, not putting them in lapidated.
Let me quickly show this one. I like it. This is Aisha. Just a minute.
Free your people, emancipate your people. This is for the northern youth. Stand for your rights, stand for yourself, stand for your people, stand for Nigeria, stand for everyone. There are many issues on ground. You don't have to say answers. Whatever it is that you have a problem with, come out now, so that they know that the youth are tired. Free your people, emancipate your people. Be there for them. The education that you have is not for you alone. It's for all of those ones that they were not allowed to go to school, that they were not given opportunity to go to school. Don't just stand by and do nothing and think, oh, this is answer. No. If you want to fight for security to be in the north, for banditry to be stopped, for terrorism to be stopped, but whatever it is, come out now. Unite all over. Put differences aside. We, your parents, failed you. We refused to unite. We were fighting differences. We were saying, it didn't help us. It is time for you now to come out and stand. This thing, if we do nothing, it's going to continue, and you cannot afford it. You cannot afford it. You deserve a better Nigeria. The North deserve a better Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria deserves a better Nigeria. Come out and begin to do the needful. Don't wait in one place until somebody will come and fight for you or whatever. Or you see that you've seen it. You have respected. You have done wrong. You have given all of that. Where did he take anybody to? Nowhere. Where did he take you to? Nowhere. I saw a video where they said some women came at the other in Katsina and they were cursing the president for all the bad things that had happened. you can legitimize that voice and take it on and ensure that the needful is done. Ku fito ku yi magana, ba wanda zai muku magana nan. Kun ga dukkan matasa sauran bangaren Najeriya sun fito duk da abin da ake musu suna nan suna kwatan yancin kansu. Ku kun zauna idan ba ku kwaci yancin kanku ba. Sai illa masha Allah, sai yadda aka gani.
That is our lady hero sending a message to our brothers in the north. He saying even if SARS no dey for our side, we know wetin dey there. Anyway, please, Oluwatosin, can you please give a final word now? Let's stop today. We will find time to see what's happening by weekend also.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Nigerians, we will continue protesting until our voice is heard. We will not stop. There's no discouragement. In unity, we will continue because we are sure victory, we will get it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Until when next you will come on this platform, it's opinion sharers. Please continue to share your opinions, comment. Please share this video, send it all around. Thank you so much. Bye for now.